everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name is Mike and today we have another review of a summer 2017 Star Wars set that would be the Tracker 1. The set is recommended for ages 8 to 14, it is set number 75185 and it has 557 pieces. That is a set from the Freemaker Adventure series, comes with 4 minifigs and we have the exclusive MOC Hunter droid included. Well, it kind of looks like an oversized TIE Defender for me, but I was really waiting for this set, so let's open the box. Alright, inside the box we have 5 labeled bags, 2 of them are number 3, there is also a single manual. I don't see a set of stickers anywhere, so that's a good one. Well, let's just get it done, the box, as usual. Oh, it's close. Alright, the build for the Tracker 1 is totally complete. The ship has a very likable shape, as I mentioned before, it kind of reminds me of the TIE Defender, but this one is definitely much longer or higher depending on how you look at it. A kind of interesting thing to say about this build is that it has a somewhat of a seed piece, and that would be this Nexonite's hexagonal plate, some call it the Nexagon, and up to this point it came only in those Nexonite power blind bags and some Nexonite battlesuits. The piece was designed to combine the Nexonite powers, and I think that is the first time it was used in an official set. It works very well for shaping the entire hull, and pretty much the entire core of the ship is built around it. The entire build is related to building different ship elements times 3 because of the shape, but overall it works very well. The ship is very solid, I like the connection between the wings and the hull, the overall design works very well, you can grab the ship by any part you want, and especially the wing connections are done very well using those Technic axles. The outside of the lower part of the wings holds a spring-loaded shooter, and also each wall of the triangular hull has a storage container and a canopy. Let's start off by seeing what's inside those storage containers. We have of course 3 of them, and the hatch to every one of them is being secured in place by this single black piece. And the first one holds a prison cell for our main character Rowan that was captured by Emperor Palpatine. This is also part of the main play feature in the set, as once opened the second hatch holds a mechanism to release the prisoner. By the ladder you can see a small Technic knob hidden that once turned just kicks the character out of the ship. It is somewhat hard to reach, but it works pretty well. The third storage container just holds some space for the lightsabers, and you can of course open all 3 together to see through the ship. As we move towards the cockpit section we have canopies on each side, and once open you can see the storage for blaster pistol and also handcuffs, and one side opens the full access to the cockpit. And this is the place where things get interesting, because I was slightly confused on how to actually put the pilot inside, and apparently the pilot is the new exclusive minifig, the Mock droid, and the way you put him in is quite original. You have a small snap connector on his armor, so you have to click him in place to this piece right in the cockpit and then rotate him upwards to reach the control panels. The control panels are placed on those droid arms, so you can easily lift them back and forth to get access to the cockpit and position them close to the pilot. I think that is one of the most original cockpit designs I have seen in a LEGO build. There is not much more space left in the cockpit to place anyone else inside, but if you try you can position 1 or 2 minifigs under the other canopies. Overall the ship looks really good, definitely much better than the box graphic suggests, and I was quite happy with the finished result. But let's move on to the minifigs we have here. I said at the beginning that we have 4 minifigs because I did count the prop droid that we get in the set. The build for him is somewhat okay, but could have been better, especially that I've seen a number of same scaled mocks that are doing the job much better. I think this point of the set could have been improved slightly. Our next minifig is our main protagonist, that is Rowan, pretty much the main character in Freemaker Adventures, and he comes with classic tan short legs, a very good print for the torso, both front and back. I especially like the Freemaker Freimaker logo on his back. Actually, it kind of reminds me of the Command & Conquer Nod logo. You remember this fraction from the Command & Conquer series? It had a scorpion in it, and this one has somewhat of a wrench, but it looks similar with this triangular shape. Anyway, Rowan comes with only single face expression, a very nice mold for his somewhat messy hair, and also a classic Star Wars helmet with goggles that we've seen numerous times in different sets. The next fig is Emperor Palpatine. He is not exclusive, as we have seen both the print for his torso and his faces previously, but he does come with a soft cloth cape instead of the thick one, and that is an upgrade from the previous version. And the last minifig is definitely one of the main selling points of the set, that is the Mock or MOC Hunter Droid. His codename is definitely an Easter egg towards all custom builds, and the minifig is very high quality. He comes with an entirely exclusive print for torso and legs, very well detailed both front and back, and even his shoulder armor piece is also unique. But what really sells this minifig entirely is his mold for the head. That is one of the most beautiful molds I have seen in a Star Wars line, and the whole thing in this gunmetal color, along with all the details you get both on his face and on the back of his head, is really impressive. He may have just become one of my favorite droid minifigs in the entire Star Wars universe in LEGO. He also comes with 2 red lightsabers, and is definitely worth adding to any Star Wars minifig collection. And let's take one more look at the entire set. It is pretty cool, but I have to say that still the price is somewhat steep. At 157 pieces and $70, we are not getting too much bang for the buck, and you really have to be a fan of the Freemaker Adventure series to really appreciate the ship. I am not a big watcher of the series, but still I like the shape of the ship and the way it was built, so I am still, I think, on somewhat of a recommended set side, but honestly, if you are more into Star Wars canon ships, you can easily skip this one, unless you want this awesome mock droid minifig. For us, as we get all the Star Wars sets, this one is definitely a welcomed addition. Alright guys, and that is it for this episode. I am not sure where these boxes came from, but they just appeared out of nowhere on the table right when I was like recording the episode. But anyhow, that's the Tracker one. The episode is now finished. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like and subscribe if you like our content. My name is Mike, and I'll see you again on BrickVault. These boxes. I like this one.